Series, Casey Scanlon. We were fishing today at Southeast Missouri on Stockton Lake. Kind of a deeper fishing, jig fishing kind of deal. Casey, tell me a little bit about what we were doing today and the rods you were using and line weight, things like that.
Today we were basically targeting main lake flats, fishing brush piles in about 12 to 16 foot of water. The predominant baits we were throwing today was a football jig and also a 10-inch worm. Both of those were fished with a 1/2 ounce weight. The rods I used today was Razor rods, 7 foot heavy action rod. It's got 20-pound XPS fluorocarbon on it. You basically want to use something at least 7 foot, usually in the medium heavy to heavy action rod. You got a lot of line out, so you want to take up as much line as possible. And to do that, I also use a high-speed reel. I'm using Pro Qualifier, Bass Pro Shops Pro Qualifier reels, and also Ardent Edge reels in 6:4 to 1 to 7:2 to 1 gear ratio.
Good deal. And so a lot of the spots we hit were points, brush piles on points, things like that. Tell us a little bit about how you go about finding your brush piles, where how you located your fish, that kind of deal.
Basically what I'll do is I like to target areas with shad. The areas we were fishing had a lot of big shad that were visible, but basically what I do for brush pile fishing is I look at flat banks, not the real obvious looking banks, but I look for flat do nothing banks, and then I'll just get out there with my Humminbird side imager, and I'll pick a depth. On this lake they seem to be in that 12 to 15 foot range, so basically I'm idling around marking things in that depth range right there, and I'll follow that contour line on my GPS and mark a bunch of different spots and then come back to them and fish them later.
How does that apply to some of the Elite Series lakes that you fished this year? I mean, I know this lake is rocky banks, and I know you fished a lot of grass stuff, but did you have lakes that were a lot like this here in our neck of the woods that you fished around the country in?
Besides Bull Shoals, not really. There was some brush piles at Toledo Bend, and basically did the same thing. You find what range that the fish are using, and then look for cover in that general range, depth range. And so at Toledo Bend I found some that were around 20 foot, used it out there, and basically used this technique also at Douglas Lake, but we were more focusing on points instead of the brush piles on the points. Here is really crucial to have there's plenty of points around, so it's real crucial to have that brush around to catch the bigger fish.
Yeah, definitely. I was using the Rosewood series of the Denali rods, the 7 foot medium heavy. Again, on those heavier football jigs, it really had a good action to it. You could feel the bite and really set the hook well. So when you guys get out there and you need to fish these little deeper brush piles and you got to feel every bite, the Razor rods and the Denali rods are two excellent rods that you can get into that do the job. So, well, Casey, good luck this year on your Elite Series, and good luck at the Bassmaster Classic. I know you qualified through the Central Opens and whatnot, and so a lot of us out there are wishing you good luck. So good luck out there and make us proud.
Absolutely, thanks. I appreciate it.
You bet.